Hey everyone, and welcome back to Akuko TV. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's close to my heart: emotional intelligence. It's something we talk about a lot, but it can feel kind of elusive, right? Like, what does it actually mean to be emotionally intelligent? And how do we cultivate it in our lives? Well, I believe emotional intelligence is the key to showing up as our most courageous and authentic selves in the world. It's about understanding and navigating our own emotions while also being able to recognize and empathize with the emotions of others. It's about building meaningful connections and living a more wholehearted life. So, if you're ready to unlock a deeper understanding of yourself and others, you're in the right place. In this video, we're going to break down 5 key strategies for developing your emotional intelligence. Let's get started. Let's be honest, life throws curveballs. Sometimes these curveballs can hit us hard, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and unsure of how to proceed. We all experience negative emotions: anger, sadness, fear. It's part of being human. These emotions can arise from various situations, whether it's a personal setback, a conflict with a loved one, or even just a bad day. But it's how we respond to these emotions that truly matters. Our reactions can either help us navigate through the storm or make the situation worse. When we let our emotions control us, we end up reacting impulsively, saying things we regret, or withdrawing from the people we care about. This can lead to strained relationships and a sense of isolation. It's like getting caught in a riptide. We get swept away by the current, feeling powerless and out of control. But when we develop the ability to manage our emotions, we become like surfers. We learn to navigate the waves of our emotions with skill and confidence. We learn to ride the waves, even the big, scary ones. This doesn't mean the waves disappear, but we become better equipped to handle them. So how do we do that? How do we become emotional surfers? It starts with understanding and practicing certain techniques. Well, the first step is awareness. Being aware of our emotions is crucial in managing them effectively. We have to be willing to acknowledge and name our emotions. This can be done through journaling, talking to a counselor, or simply reflecting on our feelings. Don't try to stuff them down or pretend they're not there. Ignoring our emotions can lead to more significant issues down the line. Instead, say to yourself, okay, I'm feeling anxious right now. What's causing this? This self-reflection can provide valuable insights. Once we've identified the emotion, we can start to explore what's triggering it. Understanding the root cause can help us address the issue more effectively. Is it a stressful situation, a difficult conversation, or perhaps an unresolved issue from the past? Often our emotions are trying to tell us something important about ourselves or our needs. They can be signals that something in our life needs attention. Now, here's the thing about negative emotions. They're powerful, but they're not permanent. They will pass. Just like a storm, they come and go. One of the most effective ways to manage negative emotions is to practice mindfulness. This helps us stay grounded and present. This could be through meditation, deep breathing exercises, or other mindfulness practices that help calm the mind, or simply taking a few moments to focus on your senses. Notice the sounds, smells, and sights around you. The key is to find what works for you and make it a regular practice. Consistency is crucial in building emotional resilience. Remember, managing our emotions isn't about being happy all the time. It's about understanding and navigating our emotional landscape. Life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. There will be cloudy days and storms. It's about learning to weather the storms with resilience and grace, facing challenges head-on and coming out stronger. It's about showing up for ourselves, even when it's hard, being kind and compassionate to ourselves during tough times. You know, we often underestimate the power of language. It's not just about communication, it's about connection, understanding, and influence. But the words we use, both to ourselves and others, have a profound impact on our emotions and relationships. They can either build bridges or create walls. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how certain words can instantly trigger a negative reaction? It's almost like a switch flips inside us. Like when someone says, "You're being too sensitive," or "calm down." These phrases can feel dismissive and invalidating. It's like throwing gasoline on a fire. The situation escalates and emotions run high. On the other hand, when we choose our words thoughtfully and intentionally, we can create a more positive and supportive environment. Words can be like a soothing balm. Instead of saying, "You're wrong," we can say, "I see things differently, and here's why." This opens up a dialogue rather than shutting it down. It's about expressing ourselves assertively while still being respectful of others. Assertiveness doesn't mean aggression, it means clarity and respect. One of the most important things we can do is to cultivate a vocabulary of empathy. This means truly listening and responding with care. This means using words that convey understanding, compassion, and support. It's about making the other person feel heard and valued. Instead of saying, "Just get over it," we can say, "I can't imagine what you're going through, but I'm here for you." This shows empathy and solidarity. It's also crucial to be mindful of our self-talk. The words we use with ourselves shape our inner world. The way we speak to ourselves matters. Positive affirmations can boost our confidence and resilience. If we're constantly putting ourselves down or focusing on our flaws, it's going to chip away at our self-esteem and make it harder to show up authentically in the world. We need to be our own best friends. So the next time you're about to speak, take a moment to pause and consider the impact of your words. A brief pause can make all the difference. Are they building others up or tearing them down? Are they contributing to a positive atmosphere? Are they reflecting your values and intentions? Words are a reflection of our inner selves. Remember, words have power. Let's use them wisely. They can shape our reality and the reality of those around us. Empathy. It's a word we hear a lot, but what does it really mean? How often do we truly understand its depth and significance in our daily lives? Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's more than just a fleeting moment of sympathy. It's a profound connection that bridges the gap between individuals. It's about stepping outside of our own experiences and trying to see the world through their eyes. This means immersing ourselves in their perspective, even if it's vastly different from our own. Now, empathy doesn't mean we have to agree with someone or condone their behavior. It's not about losing our own identity or beliefs. It simply means we're willing to hold space for their experience, even if it's different from our own. This act of holding space can be incredibly powerful and healing. You see, empathy is the foundation of connection. It's the glue that binds us together in our shared humanity. It's what allows us to build meaningful relationships and create a more compassionate world. Without empathy, our interactions would be shallow and disconnected. When we can empathize with others, we're less likely to judge, criticize, or dismiss their feelings. Instead, we open ourselves up to understanding and compassion. We're more likely to listen, offer support, and build bridges of understanding. These bridges can lead to stronger, more resilient communities. So, how do we practice empathy? It's not something that happens overnight. It requires conscious effort and dedication. It starts with being present and truly listening to what others have to say. This means giving them our full attention without distractions. Put down your phone, make eye contact, and really tune in. Show them that their words matter to you. Pay attention not only to their words but also to their body language and tone of voice. These nonverbal cues can reveal a lot about their true feelings. What are they not saying? Sometimes the most important messages are hidden between the lines. What emotions are they expressing? Recognizing these emotions can help us respond more empathetically. Another important aspect of empathy is asking clarifying questions. This shows that we're engaged and interested in their experience. Instead of making assumptions, try saying things like, "Tell me more about that," or "Help me understand what that was like for you." These phrases invite deeper conversation. When we ask questions with genuine curiosity, we show others that we value their experiences and perspectives. This validation can be incredibly affirming. Remember, empathy is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice. It's a journey of continuous learning and growth. The more we exercise our empathy muscles, the stronger they become. Over time, we can become more attuned to the needs and feelings of those around us, fostering a more empathetic and connected world. Stress. It's a part of life, right? But when we're constantly feeling overwhelmed and on edge, it can take a toll on our emotional well-being and our relationships. That's why it's so important to understand our personal stressors. Those things that tend to push our buttons and send us into fight or flight mode. Now, everyone's triggers are different. What stresses one person out might not faze another. It could be a certain type of personality, a specific environment, or even a particular time of day. The key is to pay attention to your body and your emotions. What are the warning signs that you're starting to feel stressed? Do you get a headache? Do you feel your heart racing? Do you find yourself withdrawing from others? Once you start to recognize your stress triggers, you can start to develop strategies for managing them. This might involve setting boundaries, practicing relaxation techniques, or seeking support from others. It's about finding what works for you and making self-care a priority. Remember, you don't have to navigate stress alone. Reach out to trusted friends, family members, or a therapist for support. Sometimes just talking about what's stressing us out can make a world of difference. Life is full of setbacks and disappointments, it's inevitable. But it's not about how many times we fall down, it's about how quickly we get back up. That's resilience in action. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to adapt to change, and to keep moving forward even when things get tough. It's about having the courage to face our challenges head-on and the strength to keep going even when we want to give up. So how do we cultivate resilience? Well, it starts with self-compassion. When we're going through a difficult time, it's easy to beat ourselves up and focus on our perceived failures. But resilience requires us to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer a loved one. Another important aspect of resilience is having a growth mindset. This means believing that we can learn and grow from our experiences, even the painful ones. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities for growth and development. And finally, resilience is about building a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, encourage you, and remind you of your strength. These are the people who will help you through the tough times and celebrate your victories with you. Well, there you have it, 5 powerful strategies for unlocking your emotional intelligence. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination, and every step counts. It takes time, practice, and a willingness to be vulnerable with ourselves and others. But I truly believe that the more we invest in our emotional intelligence, the more fulfilling and meaningful our lives will become. We'll be able to show up more authentically in our relationships, navigate challenges with greater ease, and create a more compassionate and connected world. So tell me, what resonated with you most in this video? What's one step you can take today to start developing your emotional intelligence? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on courage, vulnerability, and wholehearted living. Until next time, take care and stay inspired.